Good morning, Porch Chronicles. How y'all doing out there? So, yesterday was my stepdad's birthday, and he turned 85. I can't post it because my stepdad is in the hospital right now. This is his first time ever being admitted in the hospital where he had to stay at 85 years old. Ain't that crazy? That's a blessing. So, I'm here to say this. Yeah, I got plenty of videos and all that, but that's a sacred time we had yesterday with my family, so I won't be posting any of that. But I want to talk about love, and I want to talk about it from two different standpoints. My mom and stepdad have never went through any healing, and they love each other. Yes, do they get on each other's nerves? Yeah, they come from two different categories, two different ways, two different lifestyles. But they have been together 35 years. And my mama love that man. You hear me? But he's been good to our family. He's been good to everyone in my family. So he's a good man. But they have had their challenges because of coming from two different environments and having two different backgrounds that have pain in the background. Not that it's their fault, but it's just part of living, part of life. So I have to admit that when my boyfriend had that stroke, it really shook my core. Because y'all know I buried my husband when I was 35 years old. And when he had the stroke, yes, he did, and he did the right thing. He called real fast, he got it taken care of, and he did go home. But it did something to me. It shook a piece of me that made me start fussing, because he had to wear the heart monitor, and we had like one other issue that I kind of didn't feel easy about in our relationship, and I kept talking about it. But I started fussing about it once he had the stroke, because it was like things got real dangerous for me. It triggered me. So when we started arguing about himself, because I was really getting on like this, and you need to, and I was fussing. I wasn't talking. I wasn't communicating anymore. And he got so frustrated with me. He kept trying to talk to me, because we can have really good conversations. We don't argue. Now, I've known this man since 2022, and yes, we've had our ups and downs. Don't get me wrong, but we don't argue. We don't fuss at each other. We don't talk to each other any type of way. But I was fussing so much, and especially the day we had fell out, that he kept trying to talk to me because he won't fuss. And he kept saying, will you please just listen to me? Will you listen to me? And I was like, blah, 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 blah. I was going. And I wouldn't listen. So we said words that we shouldn't have said to each other. And we took a break. And I needed those few weeks to figure out some stuff within myself, because I was really not in the right spot. Just because you care for somebody doesn't give you the right to talk to them any type of way or demand them to do stuff. And I was being demanded. So we both were being stubborn and not trying to talk to each other. But if his heart monitor would go off, I have to call, because I was his emergency contact, to make sure he was okay. So it went off twice while we weren't talking to each other. And I'm going to call him. I'm not finna, if something happened to that man, I don't care what we beefing on. I'm going to that hospital, because that man has been there for me when I was going through the worst parts of my life. And then when my life fell apart, he came right back like he never left. When I lost everything, I wasn't around him. As soon as I lost it, he was right there. I was like, what the? But the universe knows when you need and what you need, and when you need to be by yourself to grow. So, like I said, we was beefing. When I called the next time, I was like, look, we got to talk. And we finally talked. And I had to be honest, I was the one that made that whole situation the freaking worst. And I had to admit that. I've never admitted my wrongs like that. Never. In a relationship, I'd be like, I'm never wrong. But I was wrong. And I was wrong at the worst part of his life. His mom is not well. She's not going to become well. And I shouldn't have put that on him. So I'm saying that to say this. Yes, you have a right to be heard, and yes, you have a right to say what you need to say. But you gotta learn how to talk to the people that's in your life that you love. You have to. Because they deserve that. And when he finally said, all I kept trying to get you to do was listen to me, and you would not listen. He was so right. I was so wrong. And I had to admit to that and humble myself and get that right. Because life is too precious. When my stepdad went in the hospital, my sister-in-law almost died a few weeks ago. Look, I'm cool on all of that. I don't have time for nothing else. Because nothing else even matters anymore. We don't know how long we have. Don't make issues where they don't need to be. If you not feeling good about yourself or a situation that you've been through and you allowing that to come through in your relationships, your friendships, cut that out, because that's not their fault. It's not the dude I love fault that my husband died when I was 35 and that triggered me. That was my thing, and I had to deal with that. I do love you, Porch Chronicles. Y'all be encouraged out there, and hold on to the people that's holding on to you.